Hey, Paul, God's creation. What's going on? Hey, Julie, how you doing? Oh, it's a girl. What's happening? No, I'll see Maddie tomorrow or the next day. You want me to deliver a message to her? You know, I live quite a ways from where Maddie's at. Hey, Kate, how you doing? How you been? Hey, Melissa, how's it going? Hey, Jane. Accomplish where, Jane? I think Jane is. Bye-bye, Jane. Oh, okay. I like those rain videos. Pretty good, Kate. What's new with you? Anything? Yeah, I'm not going to move till spring elegantly wasted. I just sold these buildings. It's not done yet. And I may move this fall. I've been looking for places. I just haven't found the right place. Down around Detroit. What I'd like is a small commercial space, like a warehouse with living quarters in it someplace. I'm not really into like nice houses and condos and that shit. You know, you have to have some place to live. But I've always wanted to have like kind of like a commercial building with a living quarters upstairs or something. Yeah, I think it would be too, you know. About 180 miles, Julie. About 180 miles. Straight down the expressway. It's no big deal. Yeah, that's true, Kate. Space for all my books. Hey, Raising Writer. Oh, thank you. Glad you like them. Yeah, I would just, I'd like to lease it to some entity or something. I just don't want to live in I'm just bored living in neighborhoods. You know, I don't even use hardly any of the space I have now. You know, I may just have nothing in it. I just won't have neighbors and everybody will be gone at night. And it'll be like bulletproof. You know, when I leave and I lock the door, you need a damn front end loader to break into it. Oh, do you, Kate? You got a bunch of them on horses? Yeah, it's going to have to be the right situation. I've been looking, believe me. Where I'd really like to live is down around where I take Daisy running around. I just don't want a house, really. Oh, thank you, Kate. You wouldn't think that if you knew me better. Believe me, I'm a moody guy, hot-headed. I see him. I mentioned this earlier. I'm at my best behavior when I'm interviewing, someone. It's a short interaction. They don't really know me. I'm courteous to them, just like I am a stranger. But I just, I don't know how to explain it to you, I guess. Total loner. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Oh, yeah, I can have a temper, believe me. Yeah, how's the animal training going, Kate? I have some nice old books on horses. I mean, that I picked up along the way that, came with collections. If I can find them, I'll send them to you. Oh, yeah, Julie, that's all right. It's an old man out recording people. Yeah, I just don't really. I mean, I still do have a nice house, 20 acres in a prime location in Florida. I've told you about that before. My wife lives there. And I just don't, I've never really been into that stuff. I ended up with that, and this is okay. I mean, this is just like it's a nice place for where I live now, but I'm just not really into like a living. Had all 1890s French Rococo hand carved furniture with etched glass. I sold all that. I don't even have a dining room table. I don't need one. If you came over, you'd need to sit on a fold out chair. You know, if you came over here, you'd need a fold out chair. I got two bedrooms, one big giant one with an early American bed. Nothing. I've sold most of my stained glass. I sold all my antiques in the basement. Got rid of most of my oil paintings, watercolors. I got some other stuff. These buildings I should close on next week. I'd like my idea would be a bulletproof building, like maybe 2,000 square feet. You needed a front end loader to break into it, a nice bed, just like a two-person place to sit down if you wanted to eat. I just cooked myself a piece of salmon. I eat standing up. Fine with me. Refrigerator, microwave, stove, small kitchen, really small kitchen. And then a nice shower. I don't even need a bath. I haven't taken a bath in 500 years. And that's it. And then the rest of it just like plain, just bookshelves, uh, stuff like that. I'd like to just open a door and sweep everything off the edge, have it just fall into a parking lot. Hey, Ron. Stuff like that. I just don't want like a regular house. It's just so boring. Yeah, Kate, it'd take you forever to go through my books. I haven't read them all myself. I got to get more disciplined in my reading. Now that, I've got this depression under control a little bit, I'm reading some pretty good books on addiction, heroin, and different kinds of drugs. Yeah, good acoustics. I don't really care that much about that either. I mean, I've got a stereo. I don't even listen. I don't even listen to music ever when I'm driving down the road anymore. I'm always like videotaping or thinking what I'm going to videotape or, uh, keeping an eye on Daisy. When she's riding on my lap looking out the door, first of all, if it's fast traffic, I don't let her stick her head out the window because I don't want a rock to hit her in the eye. If there's cars way, way down the road and we're going fast, I don't mind. But I've always got my right hand on her left rear leg. So she wouldn't be falling out of there. It'd have to take, a bunch of things to go together. Yeah, I've got a lot. I've joined a subscription that I'll tell you that Epiphone. I see if you're thinking of doing some videos or you just like music, Epiphone has a 30-day free trial. It's excellent. I didn't even, and I downloaded so much music on the free 30 days that I just felt guilty and obligated. So I, let them deduct it out of my checking accounts, like $15 a month. But, I'm doing more interviews now than I'm doing driving along videos. So I'm not going to be using as much music, but they're so cool about like really checking their place out and letting you use it from 30 days. I just feel obligated that these places can't stay in business if you don't support them. I mean, that's why I still go into Barnes and Noble and pay up the ass. because they're not going to be around if you don't buy some books. I don't buy them all, but I buy some. And it's the same way with Epiphone. That's just a shitty thing to do if you ask me. Oh, yeah, Hoffa, yeah. I'm like a little interested in that, not a lot. No, never drug or alcohol problems. No, my parents did. My nephew did. But I've never tried marijuana. It just didn't interest me. I mean, I've had problems with depression, different kind of medications associated with that, but not. No, I haven't. I don't know why. I should have, man. I definitely fit the profile. I think my collecting and obsessive compulsive about stuff, uh, impulse had a lot to do with my books and my antiques and everything else. Oh, there's some excellent books out there on heroin, Mark. Cheap too. You want to get books the cheapest that are very informative. There's a couple like they're kind of, I think most of them are Christian organizations, but they're all over the United States, and you can get books all day long, hardcover. Now you got to watch what you buy. Now some of my heroin books are outdated, but people have been getting addicted to heroin since 1895. So I don't really care that they're outdated. Now, if they came out with a new cure or a new treatment plan, well, I'd be interested in that. I probably wouldn't buy a book that was 15 years old. But a lot of my books, you can get hardcovers all day long for $3 on eBay. If you look at my eBay name, it's Detroit River. It's one word. You'll see the books that I buy. I don't really have a fascination with drugs. It's the people that, voluntarily choose them and they know it's going to ruin their whole lives that interests me. Penny was bashed in the head with they think it was a rock for a $10 debt. Benzodiazepines, yeah, I've taken a lot of them, man, you name it. Clonazepam, lorazepam. I never took Xanax. Nobody wants to take that stuff, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I still have a problem sleeping. I've been trying to sleep without this rumor on, and I can't do it. I can take 7.5 milligrams, but man, my brain or whatever the hell is going on in there. It's probably all associated with these videos too. I mean, I'm a different kind of guy. I realize this. Even when I was doing a lot of flying, I was flying more at night than in the daytime. Now I was always getting, jabs over that. Oh Christ, Nadine, you're getting on my nerves. They say they're addicting, but I don't know anybody that got addicted to them, and I never felt like taking more. I couldn't wait to get off those damn things. I mean, you're just kind of lethargic all day long. Oh wow, Julie, no kidding. Oh, you still struggle with addiction? Well, good luck to you. I mean, it takes more than good luck. It's like winning the lottery in a different way. Yeah, it's true. I'll tell you what I did to Ambien one time. At the time, I didn't really know what was going on. So I was desperate. I was running a business. I was going through help all the time. So I was on the road constantly, 12 and 14-hour days. And I was in a hotel down in the middle of Illinois. I took some Ambien. I got up in the middle of the night, peed all over a brand new laptop, and then took it into Best Buy because I thought the battery leaked. And the guy said it was a biological hazard. It's like, what are you talking about? It was only in my room. Anyway, long story short, I'd have thought my room was broken into, except they had a pillow under the door because there was noise across the hall. But I was doing that kind of crap in my sleep. And that was the last time I took any Ambien. Nadine, I mean, you probably have good intentions, but I've dealt with this for 50 years, so I don't need any little quips or happy phrases about looking depression in the eye when I've been dealing with it for 50 years. I'm not 16. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Boston. All right. The people that are buying these buildings, the kid's going to set up a coffee shop in one. And I guess the parents, they've homeschooled these kids, just a beautiful family, the mother and the husband and the kids. And they're going to take him to Boston for a weekend to see what it's like. When the airlines got deregulated and for a while their tickets got really cheap, you could get a round trip ticket from Detroit to Boston for $39. And a buddy of mine would go out there and we go to Faneuil Hall and get lobster sandwiches for lunch. Fly back the same day. Let's see on those. Let's see. I took the smallest dose you could take. I want to say, what do they come in? 10s and 20s, 5 10s and 20s. Lorazepam, clonazepam, Prozac. I don't really remember. It's been a few years since I took any of those. I do take Remeron now to sleep. I wish I didn't have to. Oh yeah, 5 milligrams is nothing. I didn't see Marge when I was down there the last time. Uh, it's not 0.5 milligrams. It would be a 5 milligram pill. 0.5 milligrams is like a trace. I think Ativan is one of those benzodiazepines, but I don't know which one. Yeah, Detroit's a good time. I mean, it's really changed a lot. Depends on what you're looking for. Yeah, they say that about benzodiazepines, but I've quit them cold turkey a bunch of times. Yeah, pain meds. You got to watch those right now. Oh, it wasn't kidney stones, huh? Well, oh, 5 and 10, yeah. Yeah, Michael, I don't know. If it wasn't for the girls, I wouldn't have any videos. Yeah, I think I've had about 5 panic attacks in my whole life. I had one fly in an airplane one time. Hey, Virginia, how you doing? All those things. You hope to. Nobody wants to really take them, but at the time, it's better than. No, it was bad weather. I figured out that I drank too much. I drank like a whole pot of coffee waiting for the weather to clear, and then got into some really bad weather. Just freaked the hell out. Okay, Julie, take care. Yeah, congratulations. I don't know what the truth is with Rebecca and that guy in her car. I mean, I know there was a dead guy in the car. I don't know how he died, when he died. Uh, Evidently, the girls that work with her have a different story. I never asked them, to be honest with you. If you ever notice, when I'm interviewing those women, the last thing that I need down there is to take sides. You know, Here's another intellect. Pain is real. I wish I was gay. Blowjobs are cheaper. Yeah, and anxiety sucks. Yeah, Detroit's doing better. Yeah, I mean, I think I know people. I mean, you're on them temporarily, you know. Hey, Catherine, how you doing? No, you know, two hog, they never do. No, I don't think one time. Well, I shouldn't say never do. Yeah, they do. A lot of times, the way that it goes is like I'll be driving down there. You make eye contact with them. I'll circle the block, turn around, and they think I'm probably going to be a date. Yeah. And then as they walk up to the van, I say, "Hey, you think you'd be interested in doing an interview?" Now, in the last couple of months, they know me already before I talk to them. It's crazy. They know what I drive, what I look like, what I'm up to. They flagged me down twice in Detroit last time. Did that work for you at all, Kate? Yeah, home of techno, that's it. Yeah, I mean, you can, I don't, I mean, they work. I mean, would you rather be taking 10 milligrams of clonazepam or, banging your head against the wall? My first interview was with Penny, I think. It could have been Tassie. It was Penny, Tassie, or Wendy, right around there. Yeah, yeah. To be honest with you, Brian, Motown stuff's really not that popular. I mean, not that views is indicative of what a great musician you are, but it is an indicator of how you're recognized worldwide. In other words, people get mad. I don't care for Bob Seger, and if you look at Bob Seger, they claim that he's one of the all-time selling artists. Yeah, he is, but he also sold for a lot longer time than most people, about 75 million albums. Look at how many albums Led Zeppelin sold or David Bowie sold. I mean, it's interesting and it's popular, and Motown is like that's like the Todd Rundgren level of popularity. I mean, a lot of their fans have died. Hey, Chad Tararzek, how are you? How's it going? Uh, it's funny you should say that, Mark, because in a way, yeah, in a way, no. My eBay name's one word: Detroit River. It's all one word: Detroit River. In a way, it does. I was just thinking about that today. I just went up to Walmart and did some shopping. And in one hand, it's cool because I spent a week there before the last trip and got like what 7 interviews, and I was looking constantly all day long, 12 hours a day. So when I get interviews lined up, that part's easier, but it also changes the interview a little bit. I mean, if I had my druthers, I would hope to run into people randomly and interview them that way without them knowing me or knowing that I've been down there before or whatever. Yeah, I love David Bowie. I saw him 3 times. Hey, Nadine. Jay Giles, not really. I mean, I wouldn't walk across the street to see him. Yeah, they're a good neighborhood. Depends on what you call a good neighborhood. I mean, I think Del Rey's a good neighborhood, but yeah, you've got Indian Village and Palmer Park and places like that. Oh, there you go, Brian. No, okay, great. Hey, Becky, I'm gonna be down there tomorrow. Be down there tomorrow. Okay, Kate. Good talking to you. I got those. I got those books earmarked for you. Congratulations, Danielle. It's a hard thing to do. I'd be curious how you did it. Yeah, I do worry about them. Yep, I do. I feel like terrible about them, particularly like lately, Maddie. Actually, I talked to a girlfriend of hers, but her husband was supposed to call me, and I never heard from him. Where the mayor lives, not really. It's okay. It's like kind of its own deal. It's not that nice of a place. Hey, William. Hey, Christine. Bus liner's $39. I don't know. Yeah, do that. I've got I have those around. I'll make sure I save them for you. No, I think my days, I've sold maybe, uh, I've probably sold 200 things on eBay. The other ones were all stuff that I bought. Yeah, okay, I checked that. Did you send it to the West Branch PO box or Detroit? Now, eBay is really different now. It was so great when it first came out, and now it's more set up for the damn chintzy cheap buyer that gets everything handed to him. This seller can't even leave a feedback anymore. And now you got to fool around with all this income tax bullshit, sales tax. Yeah, I think Maddie's doing okay. Yeah, Nadine, I don't think I really do much. I really don't. Hey, BJ, how you doing? That BJ from Nevada? Hope it's not Las Vegas. Not working out at the Bunny Ranch, are you? Sounds like a nickname. Yeah, new interviews are not all that easy. People think they're just going to walk down there and come back with a memory card full of interviews. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, I got arrested. Yeah, I did. On which time? Yeah, I got arrested a couple times in a 2 week period. I got out of them all though. Took a while. I'm 63. I'll be 64 in January. Yeah, I got more subscribers. I mean, honestly, I don't care about subscribers. I don't. I'm doing the same thing now I did when I was talking to myself. Same everything, same location, same content. Uh, you know, I'm not really doing anything different. That's why it's bullshit, about like I'm doing some great service because I know I'm not. Oh, the Top Can my music, yeah, I could have done that. I've got so many videos up. I think I've got like 5,700. Oh, Born in Lapeer. There used to be a Mooney dealer, airplane dealer there. I used to fly guys that own Moonies over there so they could, get their plane work done and then bring them back to wherever. Oh, Dearborn Heights and Garden City, good. I'm sure you went to Mexican Fiesta a few times. Yeah, it's more exposure, but honest to God, I really don't care about it. Why do I do this? It's just a hobby, Susan. I mean, I don't know what kind of answer these people are expecting. Why do I do this? Why don't you do them? YouTube, yeah. That's the whole trick, if you get to that's what you're looking for. If I could opt out of algorithms, I would. It's all shit luck. It's no skill. Yeah, it's really algorithms, BJ. Once YouTube recommends you, you're home free. The most inexpensive way to get there from Boston? Do you mean Detroit? I'd say bus. The trains, they go all over hell first before they head east. You go to Chicago, that's west, and then it goes south. It's just I'd say, really, if you got an airline ticket in advance, probably flying, crazy as it sounds. Yeah, I was born in Michigan, Flat Rock, a suburb of Detroit. I'm 63. I'll be 64 in January. Well, I know. I mean, people think I thought it was like an interesting, how people get there. I mean, I was, drinking a coffee and reading a book, and yeah, she's sleeping under the chair. Reading a book, and I was thinking, about why do I do this? I think it's interesting. That's really the reason. But I think the thing that just gets me is, women. I mean, I'm generalizing here now, right? Women, most women that I know, they like makeup and they like their hair done and they're paranoid of getting a sexually transmitted disease. They're careful who they date. They care about their reputation. Just a lot of things that go along with being a typical feminine woman. You worry about their safety. You don't want them dating guys. And here, that's all thrown out the window when you get down there. These girls are sleeping in abandoned homes with blankets, no makeup, getting in the car with who knows who all week, all year long, unable to like take showers, get their hair nice, have nice clothes. They just totally give up, and all the things that they got in their life before they headed south are gone. And that's compelling to me. It just like tweaks a part of my brain that interviewing just homeless people wouldn't do. You got feminine young women born here out walking up and down the middle of the night in alleys having sex with strangers. It's just a mind blower to me. Hey Debbie, how you doing? Hey, they survive these brutal winters no problem. Extra blankets, that's no shit. I can show you where they sleep in Delray. You wouldn't believe it. I thought they were lying to me until I went and checked. Looked at the footprints after a big blizzard. Yeah, it is so. I just think of these poor girls, and I mean, you're 16, you're worried about a couple pimples on your face, and they have these big, gaping, infected sores on their forearms and their neck and their forehead and their lips, and not doing a thing about it. It's not going to get better. It's probably going to get worse, and they're okay with that. That is just as like mind blowing as it gets. I don't know how to describe it. It's like, it's like somebody yelling boo and scaring you. It's like something like that, only like six more things going on at the same time, just blowing your mind. I mean, almost all the time as I'm sitting there, standing there, looking through the viewfinder of the camera, I'm thinking to myself, that's why I ask them the same questions twice sometimes. Or I'll maybe make a stupid comment. Like I made a dumb comment a couple weeks ago to a guy. I said, well, what are you taking? What are you on? He says, crack and heroin. I said, that's it? And that's it was really just kind of like a reset button in my brain because I'm looking through the viewfinder and I'm answering these questions and I'm trying to process what they're telling me is real. And I'm just like getting my mind blown. And I catch myself like drifting off and they're talking and I forgot what I asked them. I notice that sometimes when I go back, I realize I do it after I've done it, but I kind of confirm it where I'll go back. And that's why I remember I asked Jennifer how to spell her name because I'm thinking, God, did I even ask her name? That's because I'm sitting there trying to digest all this stuff and I'm just like in shock. Yeah, that your childhood memory, that wasn't my idea. That was somebody else's. I mean, I ask him the typical questions about, somebody else told me to bring that up, and that was probably 6 months ago, and I do it ever since. Different interviews go different ways. Sometimes I just get the feeling that's not a good question to ask. When I think it is, I ask it. It's just like Jennifer. I could have tripped her up on her dates and that she pronounced Illinois with an S, plural, and having a son, but having a 21-year-old. I mean, there's a lot of pain in the mind of these people. And I will take the high road on that because I think that maybe she had a son that died during childbirth, or who knows what happened to him. And I'm not going to ask those questions. I'll give you another example. I can think of these things as I'm talking. Gerald. Gerald says he was sexually abused. I'm not going to break somebody down on a $10 interview about the details of being sexually abused. Yeah, I know, Amanda, what you said about Becky, I just let them talk. Yeah, the kids, that's a touchy subject. They're just such a disappointment to their kids. It's trauma. That's exactly it, Catherine. You're right. Those houses, here's the thing, decked out. It's just not a reality. I mean, they're not in a position to where they're going to work. Those houses are just littered with all sorts of problems. I mean, most of it's junk. Detroit taxes are ridiculous. The water is ridiculous. So even if you took a nice house, you completely rehabbed it, you're still living in a house that where the expenses are way much more than they're worth for what you're getting. Hell, they think nothing of not picking up trash for a month. So I don't think, houses, that's more of a fantasy than it is a reality. I mean, you don't even have middle class people taking them up on the deal because once you do the research, you realize that there's no sense to it. Plus, if you have an abandoned or burned out home in your neighborhood, try getting homeowners insurance. Insurance in Detroit is absolutely ridiculous. 65% of the people that live as a resident in the city don't have car insurance. Up here, that gets you towed and locked up. It's a crime. It's a 90-day misdemeanor. I mean, it sounds like a good deal. People are always saying, why don't they fix these houses up for the homeless? It's just daunting. It's the same reason why people don't go to marinas and pick one of the 500 boats that haven't been in the water for the last 50 years. Because you've got 50 grand into it and it's still worth 5. It's an upside down business model. Yeah, I do think most of them. Although if you listen to Jennifer and Rebecca as well, they claim they came from storybook upbringings. Yeah, Dan's a nice guy. Just a really easygoing, nice guy. Yeah, it's all federal money though. They'll get it. The problem with Detroit is every time they get these grants from the federal government, somebody gets caught buying a damn 80-foot boat and they've only torn down 10% of the houses they were supposed to. It's constant corruption, and then the feds put a lockdown and quit giving them money for a while. That's kind of what they're going through now. It's just like blight and graffiti and stuff. I'll tell you, they give me a job on graffiti and blight. Just give me the southwest section of Detroit, Delray. You don't even need to pay me that much. I'll make sure you don't. I'll make sure I catch those people, and you're not going to see anything being painted. Guaranteed. Promise you. Yeah, not much crystal meth up here. Yeah, Dan's a good guy. I mean, but again, I like Dan. He's a good guy. Wish him the best. But Dan's lacking something to fit into society. He's lacking some fundamental tools to make it happen. Yeah, Detroit, that's a good question. I don't think it's good, to tell you the truth. When those pension obligations are due again, the restaurant at Bubbles already broke, and you've still got tons of abandoned homes, blight, the school system's still trashed, the public transportation system is a joke, the infrastructure needs to be totally rebuilt. I think it's better than it was, but it's got a light year to go to catch up to a normal, livable city. It's the name of a neighborhood, that's right. You can Google it, it'll come up, it'll show you where that encompasses. Yeah, but there's just, I'm telling you, it doesn't make economic sense to fix those homes. They're too far gone. And that's the kind of the problem the city of Detroit's in. It's expensive to demolish them. You just don't go in there and start bashing stuff up. There's a lot of asbestos, all this federal, ground contamination bullshit. They do have a needle exchange. I've tried to meet up with those people and get an interview, and I just always miss them. Fishing boats are all over down there in lawns and on streets. It's crazy. I used to think it was related to some gang activity, but it's not. It's got to be related to something. I did find out today, though, from the place, I got my oil changed, and I noticed the place, it's a tire place as well. They cut the tires flat, and then they roll them up like a carpet. And then I just happened to bring up, why the hell are all those, why do you think they dumped those tires in Detroit? I kind of already knew. It's $2.50 to get rid of a tire. $10 for a semi-tire. So there you have it. If you're a busy tire company, you save a couple grand a month leaving them in the alley. Why you're not? I am talking to you, Becky. I am talking to you. I said hello, and then I was going to be down there tomorrow. No, I'm talking to you. Now, earlier today, my phone died, and it takes a long time to charge up my phone. So you guys want to ask Becky some questions, fire away. She's on here right now. Hazel Park's nice. Used to be a dump, but it's nice. Royal Oak's crazy expensive. Anything north now is a fortune. No, I wasn't leaving you out. I just saw your name come up a little bit. I didn't see it. The font is looking the same here. I've never seen that before. Everybody's name's in white, and all the sentences are about the same letter counts. Weird. No, I'm sorry, I wasn't leaving you out. Yeah, it is Becky. She's on here right now, Christine. You got something you want to say to her? Yeah, those pain clinics in Florida, yeah. Well, Becky's on now, you guys. So you guys got some questions for her. You want to talk to her, fire away. She's right. She's on there now. Yeah, WNP, thanks. Thanks to, here's Catherine P. Rebecca. Decked Out's talking to you. Mark. It's in the dark mode. Fucking thing. I don't know why that is. I've been by there a million times. He's still there. I just haven't run into him. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? There are methadone clinics. Yeah, there are. Yeah. See, Becky, people talking to you. See, Debbie's talking to you, asking you questions. I'm going to get something to drink real quick. So go ahead, ask Becky whatever you want. Becky, you're on. Let her have it. You guys, don't be dicking around now. You got something you really want to know, ask her. Don't be beating around the bush. Oh, 58. Okay, yeah, we're close. That's right. Feel ancient. I'm shocked that I've lived this long. Daisy's only 6. Right, hon? Eugene Daisy, LA Daisy. Daisy is a music man, Daisy. Ballerina Daisy. You must have seen Daisy. That's a good girl. Want one more food, man? Good. You're a good girl. You've been back to visit the guy. Yeah, I've tried visiting him, but just never hooked. I've never seen him up there. Hey, Harmy bitch, what's going on? How are you? Harmy bitch, you live down there in Delray, don't you? Around there? Quiet, Daisy. Why does that scare you, William? Yeah, she woke up. You're right. Oh, Westland. Okay. Oh, you were down there doing the same thing? Well, glad you made it out. Tell us your story sometime. Cassie. Oh, okay. What are you doing now, Cassie? Are you working? Yeah, Daisy's a great dog. No, I think they care tool dog. I mean, I'm sure there's some. Oh, a flower shop. Oh, okay. I go by Taylor. I stay at that Red Roof Inn up on Michigan and Telegraph. Hey, Debbie, doing pretty well. Hey, Christine. Yeah, I will make, but I don't think I checked the mail today. Unless there are some down there in Detroit, I'm all caught up. I was just down there the other day. Hey, Nurse Rachel, how are you? How long did you work down there? Kathy, how long did you work down there and how did you get out of there? What dark lights? What are you talking about? I don't do. I used to do them all the time. Other people used to do them. I would turn them on. See, Rebecca, all the nice compliments you're getting. Yep, Becky's on there right now. The background is dark. On what? Oh, the chat. That's outside, and it's a really dark night. That's why it's really dark. No moon showing. And actually, there's more lights off than usual in the back of the strip mall and the Walgreens. Oh, that's good, man. That's great. I want these people to talk, you know? Yeah, no, that's how it always is, Susan. I mean, tonight's darker than normal. It's been that way for 3 years. You're dating yourself. It's outside. I mean, it could be worse. The camera could be pointed at me. Creepy is what we strive for. How am I doing? My mom was an addict as well. She went to rehab and got clean. Wow. Fentanyl patches. Yeah, I know the prosecutor up here. She prosecutes nurses' aides all the time for stealing fentanyl patches. Oh, shooting up heroin. Wow. How old are you, Cassie? I'm never on camera. I'm never on camera. What do I do for a living, or Becky? Hope you're asking me. Oh my God. Wow. Started at 15. Do you still have a relationship with your mother? Hey, Cassie, you think I could get an interview with you sometime, or you'd rather not? Yeah, I'm on videos. Now I'm gonna go to Detroit tomorrow. You know, as I said, I stay at that Red Roof Inn over there, right on the fringes of Taylor. Well, it's actually Taylor Dearborn Heights, Dearborn. Email me at Tom Reed Tom Reed 1956, and I'll give you my phone number, and we'll hook up on that, and we'll do an interview. That'd be great. Oh, sorry about that, decked out. No, I'm not a veteran. No, I barely missed the draft. You know, I really haven't seen anything crazy. I had some gang members approach me one night and tell me not to upload drag racing videos. That's about it. I mean, honestly, I think some of the craziest things I've had happen to me are the interviews. It's just like mind blowing. Oh, okay. Okay. Cassie, that's cool. Did you get my email address, right? I do show my face sometimes, yeah. No, Nurse Rachel, you did fentanyl as well too, huh? Wow. You and Cassie have something in common. Wow. Congratulations, Nurse Rachel. Well, that Narcan's a wonder drug. I saw it work right down there, and that last time I was down there, a mind blower. It's only about 23 miles, Brian. Yeah. What am I interviewing who about? Cassie? or in general? That's a tool rental place across the street. Yeah, well, you must have seen an old picture, Debbie. Decked out. Where'd your son? Where did he reside? Registered nurse. Wow, unbelievable. Congratulations. That is like a giant step. Wow. Yeah, I know that really getting a lot of that Chinese fentanyl. Is who in a gang Max is playing? Unless they have a grandfather's gang. Oh, okay. East of Mass. Wow. Becky, you still on there somewhere? Yeah, Nurse Rachel, it's great that you've come that far. Yeah, Afghanistan did terrible, terrible stuff to people. Yeah, Greg, glad to have you, Greg. Appreciate you watching, commenting particularly. Thank you. Good night, Greg. Yeah, I believe that too, Hon. Yeah. Well, I hear a train going down the tracks, but it's an odd sound and whistle. AC, how you doing? Greece. I don't think we've ever had anybody from Greece on here before. Do you ever game or something like that? No. Yeah, it's what alligator, Susan. I don't think it's brave. It's not bad. Portugal. Wow, hello. It's not that bad down there. People getting killed and stuff those are related crimes, you know. They're not gonna waste a bullet on me. You know, I didn't do anything wrong, didn't rip them off, didn't break in their house. Oh, thank you, Gail. Tulsa, all right. Watch out for those tornadoes. Calgary, I've been up there before. I love Lethbridge. Okay, Christine. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Kathy. Iowa, hello, Corn Belt. All right, Ray, congratulations again. You really deserve an attaboy. That's huge. Good night. I'm from, you asking me, Max? I thought the women were just interesting. I'd run into them when I was getting coffee and buying newspapers. Just started chatting with them, and I was already down there photographing abandoned buildings. I saw them honestly feeding stray cats and birds in the winter. That's kind of what struck up the conversation. So I'm a big animal lover. Oh, I believe it, Max's play. You know it. Look at old Kalispell, Glacier National Park. I bet they've already got a ton of snow up in the top of going to the Sun Road. Hey, Jared, how you doing? My God, that's great. You ought to write down all your write a book, Cassie. Oh, well, thank you. Hang on here a second. I gotta check something. I like winter, except last winter. Yeah, you can send something, Manny. She was on here a little while ago. I don't know what happened. I started my YouTube channel. I always did a lot of photography, and I liked like those abandoned buildings and stuff like that. And I just went down to Detroit and really started to. I got sick of doing photography, and then YouTube came out, and I heard about it, and I started a channel. I didn't do anything for a couple years, and then really, I think my early videos, I was uploading like chicken dinners and stuff that I ate, stupid shit, just for my own use. I hate that, Cassie, that damn Facebook. I don't want to download that thing. I checked it. I had almost 500 like messenger things. I didn't even know I got them. I'd rather do it. Once you meet me, you'll have my phone number and you can text me. But I hate everything about Facebook. Never been robbed. Nope. So far, so good. Get an apartment. Yeah. Yeah, if you send the email, I'll answer it right away, and then you'll have my number. Yeah, Manny isn't looking too good. I don't have Facebook or Instagram. I don't want them either. They're always trying to get you to do that when you have a YouTube channel. No way. I don't fool around with the dealers. I know a couple of them. They know I'm not going to rat them out, and there's no worry. I'm sure they know every time I show up, there's another couple $100 that people are going to have to spend. Oh, thank you, Ray. I stay at a hotel when I'm in Detroit. Yeah. Man, I don't think Mandy's doing too hot. Cassie, you know how it is. Oh, thank you, Mandy. Yeah, low key. That's right. Yep. I see nothing. That's my mantra down there. Hey, Cassie, how'd you find out about this channel? Yeah, I don't know if I'd call it a career. You know, my videos get tagged with not suitable for most advertisers, which kills the revenue. That's why I need to teach Daisy more tricks. Oh, no kidding, Cassie. She owes you money, huh? She better pay up. I live about 185 miles from Detroit. Hey, Cassie, is that place south or north of 94? Is it on Telegraph or someplace else? Hey, I tell you guys all the time, anybody starting a channel, post your links to your channel on any of my videos, all of my videos, 100%. Oh, that's good, Laser. I'm glad you're getting something on 'em. Oh, Merriman, Michigan. Okay, I cut down there. You ever eat at that Romulus House or whatever they call it over there on Wayne Road, just north of 94? Something House, a little restaurant on Wayne Road. It's actually pretty good. I just started eating there a couple weeks ago. Yeah, Laser, I'm not really doing much. Cassie, Army bitch, she'd be 10 times more interesting to talk to than I would be. Legal, yeah, I do. I do. They get my vote for legalizing drugs too. I hate Facebook. You know, I've been a private detective my whole life. I've been a private detective my whole working life. But I haven't, honestly, I sold my last agency I sold was in Chicago. I do have a detective agency, and I haven't done a case in shit. I haven't done a PI case in probably 8 years. I keep saying I'm gonna, but man, it's you got to hustle to be a PI. To drum up business regularly is a real hustle, man. It's not like I had yellow page listings in like every big city in Michigan uh, 35 years ago, and I bet I didn't get 10 calls a year. You got to go after the kind of business you want. That's right, Christine. Yeah, there isn't a demand. I never did work for the public, hardly ever. It was all corporate work, insurance company work. That's where the money's at. I mean, on following husbands and wives, you know, if you charge them more than $100, they think you're ripping them off. And if you didn't get a half hour of them fucking, they thought you weren't very good at what you did. So it was just, I knew early on I didn't want to do work for the public. It's an unrealistic expectation. Yeah, stuff like that. Not Social Security, workers' comp, and general liability. But tort reform changed a lot of that. The piece of pie is much smaller now than it used to be. Return to work programs, you know, like that's why if you go into Walmart's now, you'll see a guy sitting down greeting people. Well, 25 years ago, he'd have been on comp fucking around, and it was my job to catch him planting flowers or bowling. Oh, no kidding, Brian, huh? Wow. Yeah, I did have issues a couple times, maybe 10 over a 35-year period. Okay, Deb. Hey, Jenny, how you doing? No, I don't, Maddie. I think it's part of my brain that's missing. No, I never do feel in danger, unsafe. No, no, I stay at a hotel. I would like to have a van I could sleep in. I would do it, except it's too small. I've never tried weed. Can you believe that? Yeah, I know. I actually drove by those guys in Pennsylvania and then turned around, went back and interviewed. I'm glad I did. There's another example on YouTube. That video sat around for 2 years with about 20 views, and I re-uploaded it, and then you see what happened. I do drink coffee, yeah. No, I mean, I'm not bragging. I don't think that it's going to give me a free pass anywhere, but it just never really interests me. I don't even like the smell of it, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure what Daisy is. I think part Lopso Opso. I'm going to get that DNA test on her. I'm not sure. I don't know. It'd be interesting to find out, though. No, I did know people that did that risk management things. I remember when that Achille Laurel got taken over by a bunch of hijackers. There was a PI that I knew, Roger Smedlin. They flew him out there to like secure the ship. And there was another guy, Dave, somebody in Kalamazoo, had a company that did that kind of crap. But I never did. No. Oh, great, Dan. I'm glad you like watching it. Well, I'm from down around. To me, I mean, I'm biased, but Detroit's a mystique to Detroit. I grew up as a kid, in downriver, and it's different when you grow up around the big city, and it's just always interested me a lot. And I've been to the other big cities, and to me, they're nothing compared to Detroit. Yeah, wrong place, the wrong time. You're right. I'm married now, actually. I haven't lived with my wife in 21 years. She lives with her boyfriend down in Florida. Hey, Henry, in my house. Hey, AC, how you doing? You guys don't have to send me any money, please don't. I appreciate it. I'll give it out, but you don't have to. Yeah, well, Jenny, you can get out of that. Pennsylvania, all right. Hey, Dan Jacobs, yeah, great. Must have been a while ago. Oh, did you, Christine? Did he rip you off? Yeah, Detroit, nothing was like it for a while. Sure didn't last long. Cassie Winters, how are you? Oh, Daytona, yeah, my place is down in Loxahatchee, west of West Palm Beach. Oh yeah, they'll rip you off, man. A bunch of thieves. Texas, hey Alex. Yeah, when I was 18, a buddy of mine and I, we'd go down and get blowjobs down at Anderson's Gardens and the Willis Show Bar. Then we'd go get a pizza after that. I'm reminiscing again. Yeah, I own a house down there and a bed and breakfast. She can't afford my half of the property and I get my insurance through her work. And I'm 63. Nah, it happens to everybody. They're a bunch of thieves. Creating this channel, I'd say interviewing the women down at Michigan Avenue and 4th Street, particularly the earlier interviews, Angel, Wendy, Penny. Oh, Riverside. Yeah, I was born in Monroe. Curious, what about Kathy? Yeah, really, don't stay. If you're gonna go around Detroit, stay at the Red Roof Inn. I'll stay at. I get you a deal there. You look at what they want to charge you to stay near Detroit, and it's crazy. You get a hold of me, I'll get you a deal at the Red Roof Inn. In Dearborn, you're only like a 10-minute drive from downtown. Safe, a lot of shit to do. Do not stay in Detroit. You'll get ripped off or eaten up by bed bugs, one or the other. Yeah, it's 63, Kathy. Yep. Yeah, it's true. I got a $5,000 deductible. There's all sorts of people now with insurance. You can't afford to use it because of the deductible. No, I never really asked them about spiritual stuff. I mean, they're high, they're fucked up. It's receptors and endorphins. So I'm sure they're seeing different things. Whether it's spiritual, that's probably not the right adjective. Oh, I don't look 63. Oh, thank you. I love AR-15s. That's great. But it's also get you a ticket out of here. I keep it and sleeps with me all the time. Hey, BB. No, I've stayed in a bunch of places like that. I don't give a shit. Oh, 2012. Wow, no kidding. What did we talk about? Yeah, Red Roof Inn's good. Yeah. Go to the one in Michigan and Telegraph, though, not the other ones. They'll rip you off. No, I grew up in Flat Rock. I never went to the Speedway, not one time. Can you believe that? Oh, okay. No, not really, Don. I mean, I put them all out there in videos. I'm not holding anything back. No, I'm not religious. No, I'm not. No. So I'm 20. I wish I could zip into a 20-year-old suit for a while. Yeah, I talked to Becky. She was on here just a little while ago. Oh, I look at my 40s. All right. What are you getting at, babe? Yeah, I never went to that thing. No. Yep, Level Pebble. That's it. No, I love Mexican food. Yeah, I go to Mia Pueblo all the time. Yeah, I'm not gonna have these anymore if I'm not on here. Just a bunch of weirdos. You're spiritual, not religious. Aliens, that a girl. Take me to that church. Yeah, city areas are boring, man. They really are. I don't even go down there anymore. I hate it so bad down there. I don't even go to like down there when I want to get something to eat. Plus, I don't want to leave Daisy in the van alone anymore. I just don't. I just don't want to do it. I think Mia Pueblo's the Mexican place is my favorite restaurant now. Oh, thanks, Laser. Appreciate it. I'm doing fine, Marianne. How you doing? Yeah, blowjobs and pizza. I'm reminiscing again. You know that park where I take Daisy running all the time? That was my favorite place. Take my girlfriends back there all the time. Those trees are about 20 feet taller now than they were when I first started going back there. Yeah, blowjobs and pizza. Oh, how I miss them. Dearborn's great. No, Dearborn's good. Yeah, it's fuckers, those Amorandos. They kept my American Express card one time about 35 years ago and gave me a bunch of bullshit getting it back, and I never went back since. Fuck Armandos. I'm still mad at him 35 years later. I guess I hold a grudge. Yeah, Daisy's a great dog. Jenny, I think Jenny's like 30 or something like that. Yeah, Daisy's sleeping. I ran her around today. 40, all right. Yeah, Dearborn's been like that a long time. I never had any problem with them. Yeah, it's a beautiful park, just kind of plain. I've been going there since I was, before it was a park. Yes, my Daisy girl. 23, all right. You're a little too old for me, Cassie. Oh, okay, yeah. The park was pissed off when they built those homes back there because you could see it when you pull in now instead of just, looking out in the woods. We're lucky though that that park isn't one big subdivision. Thank God they got a hold of it. Yeah, you're right, Brian. Yeah. 19. All right. Well, you got a lot to learn. Oh, Will Carlton. Oh, yeah, Ryan. Yeah, cool. That's cool. Oh, yeah, Daisy loves the cold weather. Actually, I'm going to cut her hair when I'm done talking to you guys. Shave it down again. Yeah, January 4th, Marianne. Yep. Capricorn. All right, MJ. Thank you. Welcome. 40. That's not bad. Orion, huh? You mean Lake Orion? Yep. Oh, yep. Okay, Lake Orion. Yep. Oh, okay. Cabrini Green's still there. They did a lot of gentrification there, though, as I was leaving about 8 years ago. Oh, Mr. Kite. Do you know Mr. Kite, the candy man? Dominic? He had to move. He's out west now, I think. Way west on Division. Mr. Kite's chocolate. What's that, Alex? Scorpio, all right. Oh, okay, Dormer. That's cool, Jenny. Wow. Waco, Texas, Camp Davidian. The David Koresh. I'll see Dan probably. He's always sitting panhandling right there where you get off at Wyoming. Hey Lisa, how's it going? Yeah, the meaning of life. Geez, I wish I could tell you. I still haven't figured it out. I thought I'd figure it out in like 3 weeks in a nut house, but it didn't work. I didn't leave yet, Alex. I'm still at home. I'm not going to leave till the morning. Yeah, I never had any kids. I never wanted any. Yeah, I don't listen to music hardly at all. Pisces. Oh, okay. Oh, are you atheist? Now, atheists are agnostic. There's a big deal. Now, Cassie, if you can't prove it, as a Christian would, you can't disprove it, which is what an atheist would be. So you're better off being agnostic because you can't prove that it doesn't exist. It's faith based. I like that. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I like that. Oh, no kids? Oh, thank you, Presley. Hey, Superwoman, how you doing? Yeah, my dog, man. I would vote for that. Agnostic. Yeah, that's kind of how I would consider myself. I never get around near that campus ever. So boring around there. A Christian? Oh, good for you, Jenny. Yeah, that sounds better. Agnostic. Oh, okay, Kathy. Yeah, I got a buddy of mine with an autistic kid, a creationist, huh? You love all music? I don't really like country too much. Oh, here's Peter North is here. Welcome, Peter. You still doing those unbelievable cum shots? Darko, no, I never did. No. See, Superwoman, she knows who I'm talking about. This is the real Peter North. He answered the question spot on. Yeah, it's all right, Peter. I might have believed that 25 years ago, but I think you're exaggerating. You've been drinking. Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah. I mean, whoever doesn't know Peter North, you guys got to look him up because it's not funny if you don't know what we're talking about. I think that guy has just paved his way to being an instant moderator. Oh, thank you, Donna. Yeah, thanks, Laser. Appreciate it. Yeah, I reply to every message. They just get lost in the shuffle sometimes. You know, not being a big shot, but so weird. It's so damn funny, man. I needed that. I love science. I got a lot of science books. Uh-oh, here we're getting some porn trivia now. This is really going to be interesting. Peter's first stage name. I know he did a lot of gay porn, too. Oh, New Zealand. Huh? Hi, Sherry. Yeah, Alex. I don't know why they do. I'm surprised, too. Hey, Cassie, Army bitch, can I ask you like a really personal question? Do you mind? It's a little weird. Would you rather I wait till I see you? Cassie, you ready? So, Cassie, working on the streets down there like Rebecca and those girls did, would you say that now that you're out of the business, you've turned your life around, has that affected your sex life? I locked the P.O. box. I'm the only guy that has access to it now. I think she passed out or signed off. Oh, no, it does. It makes perfect sense. I think it's an excellent answer. Yeah. And Cassie, when you meet a guy, do you try to keep that a secret, or do you believe that full disclosure is the way to go? That they need to know about it? I mean, when I was your age, I told everything. Now at my age, I wish I would have learned this sooner. I'd shut the fuck up. I mean, if I fuck donkeys in the ass, it's a secret now. I might have felt guilty and thought that a girl should have known that when I was in my 20s. I don't say anything anymore. Of course, it's too late now. It doesn't matter. But I said stuff I probably shouldn't have when I was younger. It's none of anybody's business. They're expensive in Detroit. They're $48 for a dinky box for 6 months. It's ridiculous. You can get one for the rest of your life up here, and it's bigger in West Branch. No, yeah, it's true. No kidding. Wow, Cassie. How's he doing? Oh, potty mouth. That's just an exception. It fits in the, if when in Rome do as the Romans do. Peter North signed on, and I didn't want to lose him just being too straight. Yeah, nobody would read it. Cassie should write a book. No, nobody has ever told me in Detroit they were on meth. Yeah, do it. I'll run into her for sure this time. There, Dad Jacobs, look. All right. Oh, okay. How do you just smoke crack sometimes and not all the time? Oh, Madison, Wisconsin. Did you know, Presley, did you know that John that owned that bookshop there in the little square downtown? Can't think of his last name. That antique slash bookshop. What a strange guy. Yeah, I've been to New Hampshire. Yeah. Flint, there's meth, huh? Yeah, it does, baby. You're right about that. But I think if you're trying to get a romantic relationship, I don't think your sexual exploits really do any good for your relationship. I mean, I don't know what difference does it make something that you did 15 years ago. It's not their business. No, okay, Cassie. Yeah, State Street, Presley. Yeah, John. What is his name? Oh, it was just John Taylor. He was married to a psychiatrist. I think she was a professor at Wisconsin there. I often wonder what happened to that guy. He inherited a shit ton of money and was giving it out right and left. And a pretty bright guy, but I often wonder how that panned out because I know she was going to divorce him, or they were in the process of the divorce. Right on, decked out. So yeah, there you go. I think your show should replace the Dr. Phil show. What? Randy West. Randy West. Oh, thanks, Ellie. I'm not really doing too much. That's it, Mark. Oh, okay. Presley, you know what I'm talking about? That damn John Taylor. You wouldn't like that, Cassie, huh? Yeah, there's a line that seems to get closer to one another where by the time you figure all this stuff out, it doesn't matter anymore. I mean, if you learned every sexual position in the world and you were the best at it in the world, and you turned 80 when the light bulb finally came on, where did it get you? Okay, Presley, I wonder what happened to him. I mean, if you knew every sexual position in the world and you were an expert at it and you were 20, now we're talking. It doesn't jive with when you need it. Eric the Goat, hey man, what's happening? Hey, I want to get an interview with you when I'm in Detroit in the next couple of days. Do you have a phone I can contact you on? I'm going to interview Calvin too, Murray. Yeah, I agree, Brian. Hanging out, that's what I say. Let it hang out. Okay, let me get that. Let me write that down. Thank you. I'll give you a call when I'm in town. We'll hook up. That's right, Daisy. That's right, huh? Oh, thanks, Alan. You never know, man. Don't get too excited because it could be a dud. It's not that easy. I'm not saying it's any great skill, but you know, sometimes you just don't do it. They don't do it. You know what's funny about this, Cassie? You'll get a kick out of this. I'll go down Michigan Avenue a lot of times, see somebody I know that I want to interview again, and turn around and they're gone, and I won't see them again in a 5-day period, driving up and down Michigan Avenue at 10 hours at a pop. Hey, Cassie, what do you think of me interviewing these girls? What's your honest take on this whole thing? Yeah, congratulations, Alan. Cassie, what do you think about that, me down there interviewing these people? Is there something I could do better or different, or you like it or you don't like it? Or hey, what's your take on this? How do you see it if you were talking to a friend of yours and you said, I know this guy and he talks to these girls. That's what you think, huh? Okay. All right, great. Wow. Somebody killed your goat? Oh, you want me to get you another one? I'll get you another one. No, I'm here. No, I've been on here. I'm talking to the Cassie that worked on Michigan Avenue. All right, let me know. I'll get you another goat. Okay, I got you covered on that. You want a baby one? I told you, Dan. Yeah. You go ahead and fire some more at me, man. You ready for this? You ready for this, Dad? This is no bullshit. I had lunch with Johnny Holmes, Johnny Wad. Look at Mark Wall's got a friend. See, Eric? See how things work out? It's not true. What are you saying, son? Oh, thank you, Alan. Yeah, I have a great time talking to him. No, not yet, Superwoman. No way. Nigerian dwarf. Yeah, now you're gonna order a designer goat, huh? Where the hell do you get one of those? You know, for you guys that don't know Eric, he's serious. This guy's dead serious, man. So don't fuck around with him. I mean, it's legit. It really is. Or I'd kick his ass off here talking this shit. Yeah, sign up to Eric the Goat Guy. Why are you going to give away your van or bus? Oh, you need a van or bus. Okay. He is dead. Yeah, he is. I had lunch with him before he died. Yeah, it's still there, Dad. It is. I don't know if anybody goes in there or not. Yeah, he is dead. But this was a long time ago. This is probably 80, I don't know, 81 or something like that. 82. Oh, great, Jared. Thanks. Hey, now it's great that you guys listen and stuff, and you're interested in the channel. I don't give a shit if people join or thumbs up or subscribe or any of that bullshit. I mean, you're trying to be nice. I appreciate it, but just your presence and interacting is really all I'm looking for. Yeah, Henry VIII. That used to be a retired couple Detroit retired cops on that. Over on Middlebelt. The landing strip, actually, a friend of mine's friend in Traverse City, her grandmother owned the Chablis there in Southgate, near Eureka and Dix. Landing strip still around. He did die from AIDS. He ended up doing gay stuff at the end. Hey, Angie, how you doing? No, I never liked Facebook. It just never, from the day one, it didn't interest me. Just all this stupid shit. Oh, yeah, that's the old Chablis. That's the old Chablis, the Henry VIII. Yeah, I went by there the other day. It looked like a dump. I don't even know if it's open. It didn't look like it was open. But I noticed a lot of these places, like the one at Wyoming and Michigan, they don't open till 4. John's TV, I never heard of that. He'll be lucky if he stays alive. Oh, Subies in Southgate, yep. Oh, no kidding, huh? Oh, you're in Virginia? Oh, okay. Oh, it is still open, okay. I mean, Topless Bar, when porn got Pornhub and all that shit, Hamster, and get it, you can order it. I mean, it just killed the bar market. It seems like just yesterday I was on Michigan Avenue watching porn. That was before VCRs. There'd be 1,000 empty seats and some faggot sitting next to me trying to blow me through the whole movie. God, it seems like it was just yesterday. I'm reminiscing again. I didn't find out till years later, but a lot of straight guys will let a gay guy blow them. Not this one, no. I hung tough. Oh, thank you, Jared. Oh, okay, I do. Help mom. Nigerian dwarf goat. Yeah, he'll get it one of these days. Nigerian dwarf goat. That just seems like Mission Impossible. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Same with those glory holes in the old peep shows. I do want to help them. I want to help them. Yeah, Boogie Nights. I never saw that movie. Yeah, go ahead, Armin. Butch. Let me have it. Yeah, it's too bad on Monica. Well, I would say Marguerite. Marguerite. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, I know a couple guys in Chicago that did that dancing, and they really liked it. Respond to what? What are you talking about? Tomorrow morning, Superwoman. Oh, okay, Dan. I don't give a fuck if anybody knows where I live or not. They're more than welcome to come up here. I don't worry about that one bit. I saw Lori, not this last trip, but the trip before, and I ran into her twice and she didn't remember me. Oh, Fall River, okay. Hey, Hans, how you doing? Yeah, sometimes they just take off and they're really good. Hey, Dan Jacobs, so Chablis now, this guy, the guy part of the Chablis ownership, this was like a long time ago, he's dead. It's only the lady that's alive. So I'm not sure we're talking about the same people. Okay, Press Ed, great. Yeah. It'll be a while. I may stay down there quite a while this time. I just ran into some big bucks here about a month ago. So my money problems are over. I had a cash flow problem there for a while, but I don't now. So it's hard saying when I'll come back. Hey, Blue Jeans. Man, you know, Sue's relatives were looking for her. Somebody got a hold of me about her the other day. Maddie, she's not looking too good. Oh, that gay shit. I was lucky on the gay stuff. I got picked up by a guy that I ended up being good friends with. So I met a good guy that I didn't know was gay for like 3 years. And then he told me one day, and you know, I mean, I've been to gay bars and fucking drag parties and every other fucking thing. It doesn't bother me a bit. Sometimes I wish I was gay. As I say all the time, blowjobs are a lot cheaper. I mean, I don't think I'm a better man because I don't like dick. I just don't. I've mentioned this before. I don't spend a lot of time researching why I don't like something. Pussycat Theater, didn't know anything about that. Town Soda, you like that, huh, Casey? I mean, I try and tell you how it is, you know. What this Jack? Is this guy like a spy for the Vatican or something? I'm pissing you off, and you're on my chat. You know, you can always sign off unless you'd like me to help you with that. I'd be glad to save you the trouble. I'm at your service. I've been pretty good. I don't care about that stuff. I really don't, man. I will tell you this though, man, honestly. You know, I know a lot of gay guys. I've done free PI stuff. I don't give a fuck about blah blah blah. But let me put it to you this way. I don't think you should discriminate, none of that bullshit. But this is the best way I can sum it up. I don't mind like hanging around them a little bit, but I'm not going to be like hanging out with them all the time. I get tired of that feminine talk, giggling bullshit. I'm not gay. That's why. I mean, I don't hang around fucking giraffes. You know, I'm not a giraffe. But here's the way I sum it up with people to kind of really get across how I feel about gays. If there's another guy and there's me, and we're married, and our wives are going to have a baby, I want your wife to have the gay one. I want a straight one. I mean, it's getting to the point now where, you know, there another 10 years from now, I'm going to have to be, you know, apologizing to people that I don't have a gay son. I mean, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, it's that Baptist Bible Belt bullshit. Yeah, Wayne, that's the way to do it. I don't give a fuck about that. I mean, you got just all these crazies out there now, and they're worrying about whether somebody's gay or not. Shit, that's nuts. I don't care. I wish them all a big dick. No, thank you, Rhonda. I don't think you'd like it if you lived with me too much. Yeah, that's what it is. There's a guy running around here with a bumper sticker on an old pickup, and it says, "Sorry, I would have liked to wish you Merry Christmas, but I don't want to offend anybody." Yeah, Hans, it is, man. I think it is. You know, it's hard to see things not your own way. Red wine. Can you really hear that good? That's Daisy snoring too. I mean, you know, it's on. I mean, believe me, I'll lie like a motherfucker under the right circumstances. Don't get me wrong. Like when I think I'm going to be charged with a crime. But with this kind of bullshit, I mean, you know, why wouldn't I be honest? There's no consequence. I mean, I wouldn't lie to you because either way, there's no benefit. Why does the sex shit be in the? It just came up, Brian. I got a news break. That's how we all got here. Yeah, it's too bad with Manny. Yeah, Xanax. You know when that chimp tore that lady's face off? It was given as Xanax. It was given as Xanax. Yeah, no, yeah. I think I'm becoming an alcoholic. I drank a whole bottle of wine last night. Look at this Berlin check. Now he's getting mad. Is this Catherine's boyfriend? Well, I'm gonna have to help him sign him off. Good night. Yeah, it did. I mean, he didn't like that. Yeah, fuck him, man. We weren't making it. The topic for tonight. Fucking douchebag. All kinds of stuff. Yeah, that's what I say. I mean, it'd be so boring if you talked about that stuff for the entire chat, but it just kind of came up, and it's not so. It's not so often that Peter North just signs on out of the middle of nowhere, and on top of it, brags. Oh, he's talking crazy. It's getting weird. I really didn't follow what he was talking about. It just seemed to be kind of like fragmented rage. Weird. Probably a damn Lyft driver. What a weirdo. Oh, okay, Debbie. There you go. Well, it's great. It's crazy how sensitive. Oh, okay. Thank you. Now, do you think that's too much drinking? I don't do it very often, but I bought a really good bottle of wine last night. Now, I couldn't drink a six-pack of beer. In over a 5-hour period, I drank a whole bottle of wine. Now, do you think that's too much alcohol? Now, I want your opinion on this. It's good for you, but I think that's too much. You think that's too much wine, Superwoman? All right, Army bitch. Yeah. Not too much? All right, Adam. In one night, yeah. I don't do it every night. I drank one bottle last night, one whole bottle. Depends on what, Debbie. It's absolutely too much? No, okay. Oh, thanks, Cassie. 4 glasses. How many glasses of wine are in a bottle? I usually do spread it out. It was just an exception. It was like a 5-hour period. you know. Yeah, I don't carry anything, Alex. You think I would, but I don't. I just sent that pepper spray back to that lady. What a fucking bitch. She's gonna demand, where I'm at and what I'm doing and why I lied to her about when I was leaving to Detroit because her goddamn prepaid visa got here, and I wasn't gonna be able to take it down. I got pissed off, so I sent her fucking pepper spray back and her prepaid visa and stick it up her ass. And I blocked her. It was just a typical wine bottle size, 700 milliliters. Yeah, I think, Dad, are you talking about that old blonde-haired bag? The tits hanging down around her waist? Working up to heroin? I didn't feel bad at all. It was good wine. That's part of the reason. This lady sent me some pepper spray, and then, for like when I'm out with Daisy, it was nice. And then she was sending a prepaid card. Well, I never said anything about this before, but I usually let you know in advance when I'm going to go down to Detroit. Well, the mother, one of the women that I interviewed, contacted me, and there was a medical emergency, and she said, "Is there any way you could go to Detroit tomorrow?" So I left for Detroit earlier. This lady got all pissed off that I wasn't being straight with her about when I was leaving for Detroit. Well, I didn't plan on going to Detroit. She just didn't ask a question like, "Hey, I thought you said you would." I would have explained it, but she was such an ignorant bitch about it that I just cut her off and sent her pepper spray back and her prepaid Visa card, and I blocked her. Just a kook. Never have any problems interviewing, Lisa. Nope, I don't. Oh, thank you, baby. Yeah, I don't drink it. I don't drink that much. Yeah, this lady's gonna, scold me for not being straight. Like there's some big motive. Marguerite hasn't had her $20 prepaid Visa card her whole fucking life, and now it's the end of the world. She pissed me off. Well, what really got me is I just realized in like a millisecond what seemed to be a nice gesture by a decent person just screamed white trash. And I could see she was going to be a problem, so I cut her off. No, that's what they want to do, control you, be accountable. It's none of their fucking business what I'm doing, where I'm going, who I'm talking to, when I'm getting back. It's just like for 10 years, I didn't get a goddamn dollar from YouTube. Think anybody ever got a hold of me and said, "Hey, can I help you with some gas money? Isn't it expensive for them?" Not a fucking thing. Now all of a sudden they think that there's some money involved. It's like I'm some big goddamn exploitive crook. Fuck them. No shit, man. Yeah, that's exactly right. I had my radar on. They expect stuff. Yeah, I sent it back. I got tracking too. Tracking on it. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Texas, all right. Well, I'm cutting out bad. I don't know why. I think it must be on your end. I don't think anybody else is having a hard time hearing me. Probably wish they did. You might consider yourself lucky, Bunny. I love that name, Bunny. Makes me think of the Bunny Ranch. Oh, okay, Courtney. Yeah, Zach. You know who it is too, Zach. Who's your friend, Army bitch? Hey, Bobby, how you doing? I like Black Girl a lot, actually. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been to Toledo quite a few times. Yeah. I never saw Kay again. Nope, never did. Yeah, 5 hour. Oh, thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. I agree with everybody that agrees that it was okay to drink a whole bottle. It's 12:08 a.m. No, I mean she did it just being a nice person. You know, there's a kid that just got killed down there on Central by a pit bull, and I made a comment about, geez, if I was driving around, I don't know what I'd do if I saw a pit bull doing that. So she was initially being just a nice person, but turned out to be a kook. You don't like Black Girl? Oh, like, hey, well, believe me, there's plenty of people that don't want to do an interview. Yeah, I don't like casinos that much. Too boring. Cricket's in rehab right now. Who are you talking about, Cassie? Friends with who for 15 years? Yeah, Black Girl. I mean, she can play it however she wants. Gil Scott Heron. Geez, probably half of them. Well, I would say half of them, but 25% of those I never talked to. But I saw them; they just wouldn't do an interview. Oh yeah, that's sweet. These girls are just little girls in a lot of ways. It is, yeah. She isn't. She should be getting out now. Oh, Kay. Oh, you know her for New Boston, yeah. Oh, you did. Do you know what the deal is with her now? Cassie, were you the person that was, talking about her in earlier chats? About how she was ripping relatives off and stuff? No, not on Brian. No. Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, Delray Meats, yeah. Oh, okay, decked out. Oh, okay. Well, what's Kay doing now? Do you have any idea? Yeah, it is weird, isn't it, Wayne? Well, that's the only time I saw her. And when I described her to other people, they didn't know who I was talking about. So I don't think she was down there that long. Oh, Cape Cod, that'd be nice. Oh yeah, find out. Hopefully she's still alive. Yeah, she could be locked up. Yeah, you're right. You know, they've got a new program down there. It's a 7 week boot camp deal. Mimi's in there now. She's got about another month. Pretty good, Betty. How are you? Oh, thank you. Yeah, she could be dead. That's right. It seems like I'd have heard about it. I would have if she was dead down there, but if she was dead somewhere else, I wouldn't. You live on a ranch. All right. What are you raising out there? Oh, decked out. What'd you say about the coats? Sometimes these go by so fast I can't read them all. All right, Eric, we'll get it out there. I don't know how many. I'll check and see how many subs you have. Yeah, Wayne County probation. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Mimi's cool. You know, it's funny. You know, people notice different things. When I was interviewing Mimi, that's all it was. Interviewing Mimi, I never thought, wow, what great skin. But boy, she sure got a lot of compliments about her skin. I have a great 45-minute video of her shooting up heroin with Monica, but YouTube took it down. I think I'm going to re-upload it to Vimeo. There's public transportation, but it's crappy. Yeah, Mimi's got personality, man, and super patient. You want to, I can do that decked out, but to be honest with you, and I think Cassie would agree with this, these people don't seem to have a problem with clothes or stuff for hygiene or food or even medical care, to be honest with you. Cassie, would you agree with that, that the people down there in the wintertime don't have a problem staying warm one way or the other? Yeah, ask her, Debbie. Ask Cassie, Army girl. She was down there for years. Ask her right now. Oh yeah, bus all the time, constantly. Oh yeah, country. Yep, Genie and country are cool. They could like be Thelma and Louise. Vimeo. It's another video platform. All right then, yeah, send them. I'll give them out. Yeah, I've learned. I'm about halfway through one, about how it works in receptors and endorphins, and how it's physically addictive, mentally addictive, and how it isn't like just quitting things like drinking. Yeah, I'll summarize it all for you. The social aspect, the predisposition, the different ways to ingest it, that kind of thing. Hey, Enki, how are you? Where are you from? Oh, I'm 43 and I'm meth. My God. Oh, okay, Brian. Thank you. Debbie, there you go. Army bitch going to answer your questions. Oh, did Gil Scott Heron die? I got suckered into a blind date one time, and the other couple couldn't go, and I went and we saw Gil Scott Heron in Ann Arbor, Michigan. They do, Zach, yeah. No, I never knew of the tide truck. That sure sounds like a great idea. Moika, yeah, that's good advice. Thank you, Kathy. There you go, Debbie. Debbie, there you go. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? Hello, Daisy. Good girl, huh? You eat your chewy, honey? Good girl. You eat your chewy, huh? Yeah, you got your chewy there. Not quite yet. We're going. You want to go out and go pee-pee? You want to go out and go pee-pee? Want to go out and go pee-pees? Want to go out and go pee-pee? Want to go out there and go pee-pee? Go pee-pee? You want to go out there and go pee-pee? Go pee-pees? Come on out there and go pee-pee. Come on. Go pee-pee. Nice out. Go on. There, girl. No, it's the same bottle. I just poured another glass. Why is that, Wayne? What did I do now? Good night, Superwoman. Well, thank you. I think she's doing bad, Betty. I just talked to a girlfriend of hers. Oh, great, Tay. Tay the Great. Appreciate you checking in there, watching. Oh, you did that for a while. Did it mess up your teeth, Kathy? I had a couple of those the other night. No, I'm not really drinking that much. It's my second glass of wine. I drink them. I drank a couple the other night. Two is the most I can drink of those. Good night, Superwoman. Thanks, Jared. Just got the oil change today. My tires rotated. Huh. I don't know if it's one molecule off or methanol. You know, you hear that one molecule off on a lot of shit. Peanut butter and plastic and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, kids, yeah. Sure does. Yeah, Gil Scott Heron, swimming in Ann Arbor. I didn't. This was like forever ago. This was like 1981. I like it. I've been to a bunch of concerts, but I listen to less and less of it as I get older. Yeah, BB's got it. Yeah, there you go, Jarrett. Margarine, one molecule from plastic. Good night, Kathy. Okay, Kathy, I'll get a hold of you when I'm up there. I'll text you or something. Yeah, I'd love to be a drug counselor, Wayne. I really would like to do that. No, you know, Zach, no, they're not. Nobody ever says they're alcoholics. It's weird. Good night, Cassie. Glad you came on. It's great. Provided a lot of good insight. Nothing like getting it right from a person that's been there instead of some kook that watched a movie on it. God knows I got enough of those. Thank you for coming and talking. I don't think Gerald has control of Maddie. I don't. Everybody else does. I know one guy that really knows the situation down there, and he describes Gerald as a real motherfucker. And he'd like to bash his head in. And I hate to say it, but I believe him. It's just from what I've observed around Gerald, I don't see that. I did look into it. I looked into a graduate program. I think I'd rather just get the certified drug user thing rather than go through all that bullshit. Graduate degree. I mean, I don't mind doing it. I'd like to go on an accelerated program. I don't want to be fucking around a college campus at this age. Yeah, I mean, I treat everybody like that unless they piss me off. But these people behind the eight ball. If anything, I'd give them extra rope. Feel bad for them. I do have thoughts sometimes, like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. No, I never heard of that Detroit street medicine. Oh, no kidding, Tammy. Wrecked your family. Sorry about that. Yeah, Mike, but like they say, and believe me, I'm a novice. Doesn't look like she wants to. Yeah, it wasn't really an inspiration. I mean, I was down there, photographing buildings and, watching freighters and that. And I'd see those women all the time. And I think what really got me interested is I'm a big animal and bird nut. I'd see them buy hot dogs and bread for the birds and the stray cats, and then go get in the car with a John. And it just like struck me as, wow, these people are still kind and considerate and very observant to do that. And then they're selling themselves, getting in the car with a complete stranger that may kill them. And just like, wow, I want to talk to this person. And the writing's on the wall with drugs. How do you, by your own volition, sign up for this? Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, thanks, Adam. I don't really think I do anything I deserve credit for. Just basically being there and recording it. Yeah, farm girl, you're right on that. Moika, I think you hit the nail on the head. And if you listen to Rebecca and Jeannie in those last interviews I did, they like the streets. Yeah, they're a little disappointed in the results that gets them with regard to their health, but they're addicted to that excitement. You're exactly right. I think Maddie likes that lifestyle. It may kill her, but I think Maddie, for whatever reason, decided that this housewife raising this kid stuff bullshit isn't for her, and left. And she likes doing what she's doing now better than she did like being a mother and a housewife. I agree with you. I think downtown has turned around, but it's already starting to fade. You can Google, the restaurant bust is already starting to happen. Commercial real estate rental space is at an all-time high. It's a lot of fake bullshit. You go down there, it looks like, wow, these people must be making a killing. Well, they're not. Uh, I think it's a big dog and pony show still so far. The city as a whole is still a wreck. And anybody that wants to debate that to me, I can provide some facts. I think you'd have to be out of your fucking mind to move there. I mean, if I go down there, I'm going to get like a bulletproof place where I can have fun and be closer to what I do. But if I was a young, upcoming professional and had a family, no goddamn way. I'd be as far away from that place as I could get. That's the truth of it all. Yeah, I'll hook up with Becky for sure. Yeah, he has. He's also in, he had a massive stroke, Dan Gilbert. And that Quicken Loans is in federal court for predatory lending. Yeah, right, Zach. Yeah. I mean, the novelty wears off when you come out and your new gas grill's gone and the side of your garage is spray painted. You're paying up the ass for taxes and the cops don't show up. There are two Rebeccas, yeah. But the other one never is really on. So the Becky and the Rebecca we talk about, it's the same person. But there is another one. Yeah, probably right, Jenny. New normal. It's a good way of putting it. Yeah, exactly, Jared. That's it. Good night, Virginia. Yeah, you think that's too much, Christine? Yeah, you can kick him, Gabriel. I guess you got to have, that right carrot at the end of the rope, the right motivation. It's like that in every big city, Alexa. Chicago's the same way, New York, Miami. There's one street that separates a $3 million mansion from a shack. It's got to start somewhere. I know that guy, Blue Jeans. Jonathan. I know him. I was on his radio show a couple years ago. Oh, Jared, where are you at, Jared? Must be what? Taylor, Redford, Ecorse? I never watch it. I mean, he's got a different way of handling things than I do. I think about half of them, Lisa. Half. Maybe about a third. But there's another group that I didn't interview, but I knew from being down there, and they're all dead. Yeah, maybe Sam. Yeah, I probably drank too much. Pepper spray. Yeah, I like to spray her. What an ignorant bitch. Just really like, white trash writing and just like I thought, man, I'm getting rid of this hillbilly ASAP. They don't like the cops. Cops are rude, demeaning, unprofessional. You know what the starting pay is now for a Detroit police officer? $35,000. They're getting every flunky on the street to patrol the city. There's lots of times I'll go down there for a week. I shit you not. I won't see a cop the whole time. Good night, Jenny. Thanks for participating. Yeah, I went down Dayton, Akron. I mean, I thought it was overrated for what I expected. I used to go to a lot of things where I'd pass through there, and I was going to Cleveland Clinic a lot for a while. It wasn't as bad as I thought. Oh, thank you, Brian. Philadelphia's cool. Yeah, Toledo's dinky though compared to Detroit. It's not like Detroit. Yeah, not really, Kathy. I mean, I'm done with her. I sent all her shit back. Yeah, that's the starting pay for Detroit cops. You can look it up. And when I've talked to some of these guys, they're just really crude and rough. You just can't believe these guys could have ever got through any kind of class. I joke all the time that they must have to phone to like 10 different people before they actually can arrest anybody. Fall River, Massachusetts. I think I have some old photo albums of Fall River. Hey Alexa, how you doing? The guy that sells barbecue on Schaefer there, south of Fort, he lives up there in Macomb Township. Yeah, I know they everywhere makes a lot more. Yes, it's a skeleton of what it used to be, Lisa. Few car jobs, very few steel jobs, very little manufacturing. Yeah, I've heard of that about Cincinnati before. Baltimore, hey, Charm City. Yeah, I mean there are a bunch of newbie cops. Yeah, it's true, Zach. Hey, Cinderella, boy, you're up late tonight. Yeah, you know what, Jarrett, though, he's getting he just went to when I go there now, all I get's a red hot. He's got the best barbecue sauce ever and the piece of Wonder Bread, but the quality of the ribs is just too shitty. I wish he charged more and had better meat. He's a good guy. Yeah, there was a lot of corruption, yeah. Yeah, I do too, Kelvin. Daisy wants in. I'm coming, hon. I'm coming, honey. Good girl. You have fun out there? Did you cool down? Good girl. Good girl. Oh, wow. 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 Look at that. Look at that. Wowie. Wow. Look at that, huh? Feeling good, huh? Wow. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. Good girl. Daisy showing me her new rawhide. Wow. Man. Oh, yeah, she was outside fooling around. That's one nice thing around living on here. You just let her out and not worry about it. Yeah, she was just outside messing around. Came in, feeling all good. Daisy likes the cold weather. It's kind of cool out tonight. I got her some new rawhide chicken strips. And what she'll do is she'll throw it around, keep making a bunch of noise. So I turn around and watch her. She wants to go to bed. Yeah, Charm City, they'll do that. You know, in this drug book I've been reading, they talk about your level of impairment in the fatty tissue in your brain prior to like where law enforcement tests it in your blood and your breath. So actually, the old saying came, you know, that first drink went to my head. It's kind of true. Oh, Vancouver, that's where all that damn fentanyl's coming in. No, I'm where I live, about 185 miles north of Detroit. I'm in a little town, West Branch, Michigan. Yeah, that's it, Jared, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna head down there tomorrow, Michael. I still gotta, fool with some settings on this microphone. If I didn't have this new mic on this camera, you wouldn't be able to hear anything. It's so damn noisy where I'm at. Good night. Night, Moika. I wouldn't say it's really like that. The downtown's got a lot of restaurants. That's just, there's the middle class is like zilch in Detroit. It's party stores, lottery, liquor, and hot dog stands. Basically, they fit their market. Low, cheap, cost-effective food. You can go in there and get a hot dog and fries for $4. It's funny you should mention that. I was in Walmart tonight looking around, and I was looking at nuts. And Walmart now, they'll package your own nuts. And, when we were kids, we'd eat cashews like it was nothing. Now here I'm an adult, 50 years later, and I'm looking like at cashews. It's like they're crazy wanting this much money for some nuts. And you can tell that it's affected the sales because all the nuts will be in 1 pound, 2 pound plastic things. Well, I see now they have cashews in half-pound plastic things because nobody wants to dish out $15 for some cashews. It's just everything is so damn expensive now. Yeah, nuts are ridiculous, man. Yeah, all nuts. Shit, they will if they can. Oh, that's going to be a great dog, Kathy. Flat Rock. I'm a suburb south of Detroit. Well, it was mainly working girls. Just saw them around Detroit. Thought they seemed like nice people. They were very kind to stray animals and birds in the winter. Just struck up a conversation with. I look at all that shit that I missed all these years. I should have been interviewing them years ago. But really, YouTube, there was no place to put it for years. If let's take for an example, it's a small group of people that likes this. Let's say I took 5 of what I thought were my best interviews, and I put them in a DVD. I could go over to anybody I know that was a friend of mine and say, hey, I got these really interesting videos. And can we put them in your VCR or your DVD player and watch them? And they'd be so bored in the first 5 minutes, they'd want me to turn it off. When you look at the population as a general and what people are interested in, it's a very small group of people that give this stuff any time of day. But now because YouTube reaches such a large market, it seems like there are a lot of people, but there really are a small amount of people considering the population. Zach, according to people that worked at Michigan Avenue, and heroin addiction was worse 20 years ago than it is now. Are you talking to me, Charm City, or somebody else? Oh, thanks, Ted. Yeah, pistachio is crazy, man. It's nuts. Chocolate pile, good for you. Wow. Oh, yeah, big time. The cell phone pretty much put the pimp out of business. Oh, yeah, Penny, that's something. And I had it offline for a long time. Yeah, Jared, I agree. Don't say that. Oh, me, no, never tried. I've never even tried marijuana, to tell you the truth. Just never interested me. I've done all sorts of other illegal shit, but drugs never interested me. It's funny, too, because my parents are both boozers. Oh, thank you, Jessica. What is the goal? I really don't have one. I mean, I'll help them if I can. I'm still new to this. Basically, I record what they want to tell me. That's it. If you extract any more out of it of that, it's the meaning that you created, not me. I don't have an agenda or a goal. Boy, Zach, you want to read some good articles. That shows you what happens when the feds get a hold of your ass, what they did to those back page guys. They're going to die in prison and stripped them of every damn penny they made. They threatened the same things with Craigslist, and they had enough sense to back off. Yeah, I don't have, Wayne, honestly, I don't have much patience. I do have compassion. I don't think it takes any courage. I really enjoy doing it. It's like going on vacation. That's why I never want people to send me money. It'd be like me saying, Wayne, you know what? God, I know you're having a great time there at Disney. Can I send you $500? The fuck would I do that for? You're on vacation. I'm on vacation. It's not work to me. Believe me, I wish I could have got that motivated in my own business. I drive up and down Michigan Avenue for 12 hours like it's nothing. No, CBD, no. I am not. You know what excites me the most about it all? Is hopefully these videos are going to be playing when I'm long gone. No, I don't think I would, Alicia, because I think politics are bullshit. It's just like the same thing if I started making crazy money on YouTube. It would change things. That's why I don't want people sending me money, because before you know it, I'm going to have more shit, and I'm going to buy a new van, and I'm going to stay in nicer places and eat nicer dinners and have Daisy groomed instead of hacking her myself. I'm fine just the way things are. And I do think I'm smart enough to realize I know those tricks about getting better, and want to stay away from it. I want to do things just how they are. PI's tie on John. I never get that far north, Hans. I never get that far north. Believe it or not, like I said, it's a small group of people that like this kind of stuff. Yeah, Gabriel, I don't even consider it work. I mean, honest, the best way I could describe it is like fucking around with the camera wrong. I mean, it's the most crudest video you could ask for. That's true, Zach. Believe me, if there's a silver lining to this, I can. You got to start out with the people that want to get out of there. I'm all for it. Yeah, true, Cinderella. You're right. And this army brat, this Cassie is like a damn gold mine as far as someone that's willing to come on and talk in the chat. It's just perfect. I'm going to interview her. Put an interview up with her. Oh my God, Debbie, you're kidding me. Wow. I got to get an interview with you, Debbie. Holy God. YouTube is great, and I'm thankful for them for giving me a platform to like put this stuff on there. If there was no YouTube, you wouldn't know about any of this. Fuck Dr. Phil. If he offered me $1 million a month to come on his show, I swear to God I wouldn't do it. That shitbag got his license taken away for screwing women that he was counseling. You don't want to be interviewed. How about if you don't show your face? Yeah, decked out. You got my vote. Look at these losers. Yeah, you can Google it. You can find it out. No, Jared, but a lot of photography. A lot of photography I did. Oh, you're Jamaica, Hans? All right. Need to get that. There was a couple Jamaican places to go only in West Palm Beach that were really good. That jerk chicken. Oh, thanks, Bob is alive. I'm glad you like them, yeah. Yeah, some off camera, not a lot. I don't know, are there any Jamaican places around Detroit? Yeah, I love that old bar, man. That's cool. That place is about ready to fall over. Oh, I bet, man. Night, Lisa. Yeah, I agree, man. No, I got a Sony camera. Recording with a phone doesn't work too hot. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Love Mexican Town. Yeah, I've got a degree in criminal justice. It's a fucking joke. I can honestly say I did not learn one thing. Oh, Hans, yeah. I got a bed and breakfast out in Loxahatchee, Hans. Yeah, Purple Gang, rich history in Detroit. Up here as well, St. Helen. Good night, Wayne. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, I've been a private investigator my whole life, Cinderella. My whole working life. Yeah, do it, BB. Come on out here in Detroit. I'll show you around how to do it. Oh, I love chicken livers. All right, Spock is alive. Thank you. Appreciate you coming on, chatting with us. Oh, Debbie, sorry about that. Oh my God, you've had some bad luck. Debbie D. Blog, sorry about that. Wow. All right, Wayne. It varies in states. In Michigan, I had a degree, so I never really looked at the requirements for work. You can either work at a place or have a degree. I think 3 years they want you to work. Oh man, I had a bunch of them, Jared, tons of them. I mean, if you Google my name, you'll see where I was sued by judges and all sorts of shit. I had a lot of them. I mean, I had 17 full-time employees at one time. I mean, hundreds of them. Yeah, I don't mind somebody interviewing me. It's not like some big secret or something, you know. That cheater stuff, that's a bunch of bullshit. Don't believe that. I think that's a fake show. Oh, thanks, Kathy. You know, my friends don't even know I'm on YouTube. I've had like 5 people in the last year figure out that, chosen one is me. But my friends don't know that I even do YouTube. My neighbors don't know that I do YouTube. No, never did, Jared. No. Congratulations, Debbie. Good job on that. No, I live about 185 miles north, Dolly. You mean that you're talking about not the House of Stuffed Animals, but that Heidelberg project? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, that's what they think, Zach. World politicians, they joke at the amount of time that the public spends in America checking to see if the presidents are having affairs. They say that comes with a job everywhere else. I do, Hans. Yeah, there's horses there as well. Yep. Now my wife lives there actually. I haven't lived with her in 21 years. Eric, it was just, I don't know, I was really started out just uploading stuff for myself. Yeah, Heidelberg project, I think it's just a garbage dump. Zach, you'll get a kick out of this. That's politically sensitive. You know that when that bullshit caught on fire the second time, the Homeland Security and the FBI took charge of it. Yeah, well, Homeland Security and the FBI, they got hidden cameras around there. They'll catch them. She lives with her boyfriend. Oh, Sir Graves Junction and Ford. I'm down there constantly. What are you with that gas station there? Or one of those few houses left on the south side? I'm going to be down there tomorrow. Wave me down when you see me in that tan van. I don't believe in that paranormal stuff. So I would say no, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd recognize it. No, Dave Big was a scumbag. He hadn't paid a bill in 20 years. He took that Detroit mayor job because he needed a job. I mean, he's done some good social efforts, but he was a shitty businessman. They tried to paint him as some super successful black guy. It's the opposite. Yeah, I laugh, Sam. I do. I'm Morel. You live there now? Well, Morel and Porter? Oh, okay. Flag me down, man. I'll be down there for a few days starting tomorrow. Uh, Tan minivan. Good night, Wayne. Oh, okay, Jared. Yeah, Burner Junction. A lot of good restaurants to choose from. No, I love my van. Well, mainly, I'll probably park, and I don't want to leave Daisy alone. Oh, sorry about that, Deb. Yeah, maybe I don't know about. I mean, I shouldn't say I don't. I shouldn't believe it until I check it out a little better. But it doesn't interest me. Oh, gang member, huh? Huh. Oh, you're talking about Maddie, yeah. I should see Maddie tomorrow. Every dog I've had, I've been lucky. I've been self-employed my whole life, so I've taken them with me. Hans, email me so I can get your contact stuff. Tom Reed, TOMREED, 1956 at gmail.com. And I'll tell you where it's at. TOMREED, 1956 at gmail.com. Yeah, I go through Hamtramck, but it's kind of changed, man. So you can count the Polacks there on one hand. They're barely hanging in there. I'll tell you, you know who lives in Hamtramck? Actually, I'm going to interview him, Calvin Murray. He lives in Hamtramck, but it's just changed so much. I get a sick feeling when I think about it. Old Pole Town plan, killer churches, just depressing. I pretend I was just through there. Those last videos I took a couple weeks ago through Hamtramck. I just fuck it, man. It's like going and looking at graves. That's Marguerite. I didn't see her the last time. I'll hunt her down this time. 17 years old. Wow, it's getting up there. He does, Zach. Yeah, he's a character. He said he'll do an interview. I was surprised, really. Yeah, you're right, Jared. That's right. That's what Kelvin says. Garvik now. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think he's a good guy. I never take my laptop with me because the connection's so slow. I probably won't, and I don't know how many days I'm going to be down there. What I will do for you, Samuel, is I'll do a couple lives on my cell phone, so you'll get them right away, and you can ask questions. Oh, hippie beads, all right. Yeah, they got like that circus bullshit, like a Ferris wheel and stuff, Zach. They tried to shut him down a while back. I think you're right, Debbie. I'm 63. 59, all right. That's that girl, Christine. Now, yeah, that's right. Nothing wrong with that. I don't want to trade places with you. I don't fuck around. When I get the videos, it's not like I spread them out or anything. I come right back, man. I upload them the second I get home. It's not hot in there, Mark. And Daisy needs the dash to jump up there. Kowalski meats, yeah, isn't that something? So is Kogel hot dogs and Better Made chips. Yeah, right down the street at Sir Graves. I go. They got a good pizza place there now. Excellent pizza place. Just opened in May. It's called the Angry Oven. Oh, fucking hey, right it is, man. 75 North. They've been working on 94 too. It's a bitch. Both ways. Oh, okay, Kelvin. Wow. Yeah, 63, Kelvin. Yeah. '75. Yeah, it's always a mess. There's just certain places I hate driving. One of them is 8 Mile and Woodward southbound. God damn, I could kill myself all the way to 6 Mile. I just hate it. The other is 75 from Flint to Detroit. I just hate it. Half the time, well, no, I shouldn't say half. 90% of the time, I go down to 23 to 96 just because I hate that Novi bullshit Pontiac. Oh my God. I just hate that strip of road, and I'm willing to drive longer to get away from it. I hate Telegraph Road. That's why you'll see if I ever do videos, I don't do them now because they're kind of boring, but from East Dearborn to West Dearborn, there's no way in hell I'm driving across any of those. Warren, Michigan, Ford. I go down to 94 and then up Telegraph, but Telegraph Road sucks. Yeah, everybody says that. I don't know why. I feel 83. Oh yeah, I just hate it. Even if there's no traffic, I hate it. I hate it at 2 o'clock in the morning. Just the looks of it. When you get out in your Novi and like you're like it gets where you can see like all this mall bullshit on the left and right, and like you're looking down, just like oh god. Yeah, always under construction. That's still like that, Mylan? Yeah, I do. I've done a lot up west to McNichols. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm gonna be over there tomorrow, probably. Actually, I'll be up around the 5 Mile and Telegraph, and then I'll head east. Oh, thank you, Samuel. I mean, believe me, it's the interviewees that make the thing fly. Oh, I hope Michigan never wins another game. I can't stand Harbaugh. I like Toledo to Detroit stretch. The marathon plant looks cool as hell, day or night. Coming over the 75 over the Rouge River. Love that view, man. You could go anywhere in the world, and I'd never think it's a cooler view. Oh, you lucky dog, Debbie. I think Janice Joplin was a sweetheart. There's some interesting interviews between her and Dick Cavett on YouTube. Really cool person. A million times I've been to Coldwater. Yep. They do something. I hate construction jobs. Good night, Duke, too. Doctor Who. Oh, yeah, man. Hungarian bits. So you're probably in your 60s, aren't you, Sir Graves? If you know about the Hungarian restaurants. Good night, Decked Out. Yeah, I can't stand uh, Dix down to Flat Rock to Telegraph ride either. I like Telegraph from Flat Rock to Monroe. Okay, Samuel, thank you. No, I don't go to bars. I haven't been to a goddamn bar in fuck 40 years. Not counting getting a sandwich up here. Yeah, my dad. Now, yeah, is that a Taylor or a Lincoln Park address? Yeah, I just picked up some pepperoni rolls for a friend of mine there about 6 months ago, and they were terrible. Plus, that place looks dirty. Oh, 54? Well, you don't remember, you didn't go eat at any of those Hungarian restaurants in Delray. You're too young. No, I never tried that magnesium. I'm trying that. Fisher Body on Ford? Yes. 7 Mile between Livernois and Outer Drive. It's nice and it's checkered, good and bad. Good night, baby. Be talking to you later. Thank you. Delbay Rick and Allen Road. Yep. Yeah, it's not that great. Those pepperoni rolls, they're not how I remember 'em. There used to be a good bakery on Allen Road, couple old maid Italian women on Allen Road, just south of Southfield. Yeah, there's a place called Bizarro's Pizza in Indialantic, Florida. It's a great pizza. Sure, Graves, you didn't make those. You must have been just a kid then. Oh, Deb, wow. Sorry about that. Which taco place, Zach? Oh, over there on Allen Road? It does, huh? If you don't get those pepperoni rolls soon after they're made, they're not worth shit. Yeah, thank you, Dillard. No, I didn't. I was just in Lincoln Park last week and got those Zukin's ribs. Zukin's ribs are okay. I put them between okay and good. You know, they're priced right. Huh. Yeah, they're busy as hell too, huh? Busy as hell. Yeah, kid, that makes sense then. Yeah, I see that place, Zach. But when I'm over there, I'm already eating, and there's no way I'm getting a pepperoni roll and I can eat that carne asada fries. BC Pizza, huh? Huh. You know those BC pizzas. I don't know. I think it's a chain. I've seen BC around. Is that a chain or that's just what they call it? Huh. Okay, I'll try it then. Where's that in Dearborn? Where at? I gotta look it up. I only eat subs in two places, man. Usually. Oh, shaker. Okay. Yeah, I'll try. I'll look it up. For what, Jared? Oh, Schaefer in Michigan, huh? Huh. Really, Cinderella? Huh. Tired. Oh, okay. Hans, there used to be a Jamaican place down there in West Palm Beach over off of 101 or whatever the hell they call that up there, over in the black area. Jamaican to go. It was good. How long have you been in West Palm Beach? Oh, okay, Jared. Yeah, I never get up to Oak Park, Zach. Yeah, I haven't really read enough about those dispensaries to know. We were lucky if you can go down to Publix and get a decent sub. Hans, you know what I'm talking about? That Jamaican place? I forget what do they call that main drag there? 101 or there's a name for it though. Yes, sir, Graves. Good night. Thank you. Tan van, man. You see Daisy looking around. Rock Subway sucks. Yeah, I gotta go to bed too, Cinderella. How's hubby doing? No, I'm gonna go to bed, man. I'm tired. Thanks, Blue Jeans. All right, Milan, however you pronounce it. Good night, Dillard. No, that's a tool rental place. Yeah, in and out's okay. Oh, good, yeah. Good, Cinderella. Yeah, sleep in. I learned a long time ago not to go get down there on a crappy sleep. Yeah, I'll be seeing girls that I could interview and I'm too tired. I just start getting lazy. Well, you guys, I think I'm gonna sign off. Go to bed, excuse me. Tired. So I'm gonna head down to Detroit tomorrow and I'll keep you posted. I'll get on there and do some lives. Thank you, Kathy. Oh, Ypsilanti. Spent a ton of time there. Thank you, Dewey. All right, Toolhog. All right, thanks, Mark. Yeah, Samuel, I'll get you at least one live, promise it. Thank you, Debbie. Daisy, Rego, Betty, huh? Yeah, okay, Blue Jeans, no problem. You're welcome. Thank you. I don't want to cut anybody off here. Thanks, Deb. Thank the interviewees. The people that aren't around any longer that got me on the map. All right, Hans, thank you. Appreciate you checking in. Okay, Christine, thank you. Deb, now make sure you guys in Blue Jeans, you guys get your stuff swapped here before I sign off. You guys all cool with everything? Ready to go, Betty? All right, Christine. Okay, good, Deb. Yep, great. Good night, Alex. Hey, Blue Jeans. Yep. Great. It's a great chat tonight. Thank you. I wish you were like this all the time. All right, I'm gonna go, Betty, honey. I'm coming. Good night. Good night, Debbie. Ready to go, Betty? Uh, all righty, I'm coming. Good night, Deb. I'm coming on.